Hello guys on YouTube. I think you guessed by that what I'm talking about today. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Villa fan, have been since I've been 11 years old, so I thought just do a reaction to the season and quickly talk about what's going on at Villa at the moment, because obviously with the fact that they didn't win the playoff final means that they're in a lot of trouble. But first we'll just talk quickly about the season. Started off very slowly. They made some decent signings, bringing in a goalkeeper from Manchester United, Sam Johnson, who will be in the Premier League, playing for a team of some description next season, I'm sure. Robert Snodgrass, brilliant acquisition, has done really well. And at the time that we bought him in on loan, didn't think we needed him, but been proven wrong. He proved to be a great asset. And of course, the biggest signing that Villa made during the summer was getting John Terry as captain. And I like John Terry. I think he's a very good captain. He's a good defender. I think he's proved that over his career in general. So I was a bit shocked that we got him. Didn't think he'd want to come to Villa, to be honest. But he came to Villa and he did a very good job. So we, as Villa fans, we can't complain too much, I don't think. Okay. Like I said, start of the season, very slow start. Didn't really win very many games. It looked a bit like, have we got the right manager in? Have we got the right players brought in? But they picked up. And when we got Jack Grealish back from injury, he basically ran the show. Adoma did very well this season. I wasn't expecting that from him. He was not even in the team to start with, but scored every time he was put on the pitch, which sort of made him number one choice. He had to be, after scoring goals, because we didn't have Kodja, because Kodja was out pretty much all season with his injury. So yeah, it started off looking pretty good after a while, and we did very well. We got some really good results, especially later on in the season against Wolves, where we thrashed them 4-1. I actually watched that game live, and I was like, wow, this is brilliant. But then you had some really bad performances where they just didn't show up for whatever reason. Bruce said it was because they were tired. Don't know whether about that. I don't know whether that's true or not. Maybe they were a bit tired, no. I listened to the playoff semi-final because I was working, so I couldn't get to a place to watch it. But I managed to get it via radio, and I listened to it, the second leg, and I was like, oh my god, we're going to so lose this in a bit, because it was just it just felt like that Middlesbrough were on top all the time because we were just defending. But it worked, so fair play to them for doing that. But I was very sceptical when we came up against Fulham. Wasn't sure if we were going to win, and we didn't. So and it was heartbreaking. I mean, I still haven't got over it, which is why it's taken me so long to do the video about Villa, because it was so depressing than losing that. I think I was actually more. I think that was more depressing than actually us getting relegated, to be honest, from the Premier League. Yeah, I think we had a team. We gambled. The team definitely, Villa as a general gambled that we'd get to the Premier League, and it didn't pay off. So now we have to deal with the consequences of that, which is that Villa have got to make a huge amount of money. I think it's in the region of about 40 to 45 million. To comply with the fair regulation, the fair play rule. So yeah, that's not good. It means that Villa can't buy anybody or anything. They've got to sell to make sure that they can get players, the players in that they need. It's just something. So yeah, it's a bit depressing, and there's not a lot of good stories coming out of Villa at the moment. We've got you've got the bigger teams coming in now trying to take the top players that Villa have got Grealish, Chester, who are able to play Premiership football. There's no doubt about that. They're both Premier League stars without a doubt, which is a shame that they that they couldn't do it, get into the Premier League, which is where Villa everyone says that Villa should be in the Premier League, but the way I look at it is, if Villa were meant to be in the Premier League, then they would be. That's the way I look at it. Somebody who watched the match said that Villa actually played better than Fulham. I actually disagree. I think that if Villa did play better than Fulham, then we would have won. And because we didn't, we obviously didn't play as well. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. But there's a lot of problems going on at the club at the moment, and I think next season we're looking at mid-table obscurity. I don't think we're going to be able to. We're not going to be able to challenge for promotion again. I don't think. But hoping, personally, this is the way I feel, because I play lots of football games and I always pick the younger players. That's just the way that I play the game. I just hope that because Villa can't buy anybody, they can only get people in by loan. Because Villa can't buy anybody, it means that the youngsters, Keenan Davis, O'Hare, and some of the other youngsters that did very well this season, get a chance to actually prove that they can play in the Championship for Villa, and they can be like the foundation of Villa to come. So I'm hoping that's the case. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'm hoping that is the case. My player of the season, probably Chester, just for the simple fact that he's consistent. He plays very well. He's usually a 7 every single game, no matter what happens. So I would class him as the best player that Villa have got. Like I said, Grealish is a fantastic player himself, but I don't know. Some games he runs it. Some games you just feel that he just tries too hard, and he gets tackled a lot as well, which makes him very injury prone as well, which is a problem. But yeah, it is a shame, and next season for Villa fans, myself included, is going to be quite depressing, I think. And I just hope that at some point at some point we can either challenge again, but I don't think that we're going to be able to, or that maybe not this season, but maybe next season we challenge again, because Villa is a huge club, as everybody knows, and we do need to get back into the Premier League, and I just hope we can do it soon. Okay, I hope you liked the video, and if you like the video, please give it a like, please subscribe. I'm gonna, if I get some good comments and likes, I'll do some more videos on the Villa. There are a lot of Villa podcasts and Villa shows on YouTube, so obviously please, I just hope that I can be among them. But yeah, thanks for watching, and support the Villa.